Stop right there. Before you sign that severance package offer, watch this video, guys. This is the video that your boss doesn't want you to see, okay? Which is exactly why you should be watching it. I'm going to give you a case example, a recent case example, as to why you should never sign a severance package offer before taking it to an employment lawyer for review. But before we do that, guys, a brief legal disclaimer. None of what I'm about to say constitutes legal advice. It's just legal information. If you do want legal advice, you're welcome to contact me or any other lawyer in Ontario. All right, so with that out of the way, let's jump right into it. Okay, so in this case, the deputy judge was asked to review a termination clause in this employee's employment contract to see if it was legal or not. What did the termination clause say exactly? It said, if your employment is terminated without cause, the company will continue your group insurance benefit coverage for such period as the Employment Standards Act 2000 shall require, provided such coverage is available from the insurer. So, what did the deputy judge say? Well, he found that that clause was illegal. Now, the reason why it was illegal was because the way that it was written suggested that if the insurance company refused to continue to provide coverage, then the employer would have been off the hook and the employee would not receive coverage during the statutory notice period. Now, under Section 60 of the Employment Standards Act, it says that coverage must continue throughout the course of the statutory notice period. So, regardless as to whether the insurance company denied coverage, the employer, unfortunately for the employer, has to step in to continue coverage out of pocket for the remainder of the notice period. Okay, it doesn't matter if the insurance company refuses to continue coverage. One way or another, the employee under the Employment Standards Act is guaranteed coverage for the remainder of the notice period. And so the way it was written made it sound like if the insurance refuses to provide coverage, then the employer's off the hook and the employee might be in a scenario where they don't have coverage for the remainder of the notice period. That's illegal. Okay? Now, not only that, of course, the important question is, why should you care that it's illegal? Well, the reason why you should care that it's illegal is because should a termination clause be deemed unenforceable, like it was in this case, then you would be entitled to your common law notice, okay? Common law notice is often a lot more than your statutory minimum. Okay, so when people say, aren't I only entitled to 1 week for every 1 year of service? Okay, this idea comes from your statutory minimum. You have two sources, your common law notice and your statutory notice, okay? Common law notice is often a lot more. It can be a month for every year, sometimes more, sometimes a little bit less, but usually it's more than the minimum that is found in the Employment Standards Act, okay? And so what does the termination clause intend to do? It intends to limit you to your Employment Standards Act minimum so that the employer can pay you as little as possible upon dismissing you, because that's an expense, right? The less they can pay you, the better it is for them. And so because that clause was illegal, it's as if there was no clause in the employment contract and the employee was entitled to common law. So he was entitled to a lot more money than what he was offered in the employment contract, okay? Had he not gone to an employment lawyer, he would have never known that the clause was illegal. But he did the right thing. He went to an employment lawyer. The employment lawyer said it was illegal. They took it to court. Deputy judge says the clause is illegal, and now he's able to collect his common law notice, i.e. he's entitled to more money now than what the employer initially offered him, okay? So the moral of the story is pause, take it to an employment lawyer first, we review it, okay? And if it is illegal, you might be entitled to more money at common law, and we could potentially take it to court for you and collect that money. Not legal advice, guys, just legal information. Every case is different, of course. If you would like to know more information, if you've been let go and you've received a severance package, you're welcome to bring it to me and I can review it to let you know if it's legal. And if it's not, what are the appropriate next steps to take? If you've made it to the end, guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been Andre Issa, your friendly neighborhood employment lawyer. Until next time, guys.